Okay, here I'm going to set up a pilot generator on channel 16 QAM, and I'm using an 8590L analyzer, and pretty much analyzers are all the same. You might find some slight differences. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. First thing I'm going to do before I come up on any or use any unknown analyzer is hit preset. Preset's going to bring it back to its factory defaults. Okay, so now I've got from 0 to 1.8 gig, and here's my QAM channel right there. So the first thing I want to do is I want to set the units of measure. This is set for dB MV, but yours may or most likely will be dBm. So amplitude, I'm going to press more, and then amplitude units, and then select dBmV. Next thing I'm going to do is select my center frequency of 135. So frequency 135 megahertz, and I'm going to set a span of say 10 megahertz. There's my QAM channel. Now this is not the actual QAM power, and the analyzer needs to be set up a little bit differently. First I want to make sure that I have 100 kilohertz resolution bandwidth. If it's not 100 kilohertz, I'm going to be selecting bandwidth, and then put the resolution bandwidth in the manual, and then put in 100 kilohertz. Okay, good. Next thing I need to do is turn averaging on. Averaging is on, and right now I have my averaging set for 100. That's very good. So now with 100 kilohertz resolution and you're averaging on, this is 19.8 dB below your actual QAM level. So what I typically do is we'll select display and turn the display line on, and then I will set this 19.8 above. So let's see, I'm just going to take an average there. This QAM is a little tilted. That says 15.9. Let's see, 15.9 plus 19.8 is 35.7. So I'm going to bring this display line up to 35.7. 35.7. So that is the peak of QAM. That is your peak QAM power right there. So now we're going to turn the averaging off. I'm going to put the bandwidth back into auto. I'm going to set my analyzer center frequency to the pilot over QAM, which is 132.005. Sorry, frequency 132.005 megahertz, and that span can be 50 kilohertz. 50 kilohertz. And now I will turn on my carrier. Boom. And I can see, let's put a marker on that. If I just hit peak marker right here, peak search, it says I'm at 9.7 dBmV. So where am I? 35.7, 35.7, I'm going to subtract 30 dB, right? So that's going to be 5.7. So I need to bring this marker down to 5.7. That's going to be 4 dB down. So this is on 20 right now, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. That should just about do it. There you go. So now, if I put my frequency back to 135 and my span back to 10 megahertz, and I'm going to change my resolution bandwidth, again, bandwidth, change that to 100 kilohertz. Good, and then I'm going to turn my averaging on. And here, this is not a very accurate way of doing it, but here you can see your haystack, your QAM power, and the 30 dB down right there is your pilot generator.